Right guys, I'm now doing this a different way completely. I've just tried doing it another way and I can't do it. I've got to get a camera. Using this cell phone is just a flipping joke. You know, I can understand why people moan saying about, oh, it's all shaky and out of focus. Well, there's not much I can do about that because it's not in my hands. So this will be in focus, but it'll be at a distance. You just won't understand what I'm pointing at. The definition of the Queen head on that coin, which is, I should know that because I've only just done it, 1998, and this is 2003. But the hair and the condition of the Queen's head is absolutely fabulous compared to this, which is 2003 and is not in very good definition. The hair is so fine. You know, if you was looking under the rules of fake coins, this one would be it, because everything in detail was all part of finding it. Changing the coins over. I'm quite happy with this penny. I know it's looking a bit yellow, but that's simply because of the lighting. But this penny is perfect. Everything on the port chalice is correct. The little rivets, or whatever you want to call them, through the rods, all there. And this has got a dirty mark right across the middle. Had it not had that dirty mark, it might have been better. Certainly would have been shinier. So that one's not as good. So get rid of those. I've got loads of coins to get through, so I'm going to whip through these pretty quickly. Early 1981, and we have 1997. This is Arnold Machine, and the second portrait, and I believe this is the third portrait, 1997. Yeah, it must be. Definition again is the other way round in this coin. This is the early one, and you can tell that it's really seen the days of being beaten up. I don't know why that shines so yellow. It's really odd. Anyway, in actual fact, it looks green, doesn't it? Oh, I wonder. I think I know what that might be in actual fact. The detail is better on 1997. Not a lot really to say. Now I've got this round that way. One of these, and I can't see, even with my glasses I wouldn't be able to see. And I do believe it is this one. And again, I'd only know from doing it through the magnification. The bottom of the D is missing in the DN, and the I in the ick is very, very faded, very faded. And there's your new and your two. Pence and penny. So, there you go. That one's a lot better, but still got dirt on there. Got 3 10p's. Oh, better do the 5p's next, I suppose. Scottish 5p and 2 Michael Dent coins. Saying you're just not going to see on those anyway what I want you to see. Again, that'll have to be done under magnification because I can't get this phone. I just cannot get this phone to settle in. I'll try. If it cuts off, oh, there you go. Now will it? No, it won't. Right, so we'll do one at a time on this one then. Now I've got it to do this. So there's your 5p. Scottish 2000, I think it is. There's a few of these that the dates are important because they were only in certain sets. Not the best of condition. It's funny why that's. I still don't understand why it's doing that colour. It's because it's trying to do it on that as well. So that's that one, and these are nothing wrong with these that you would see, but under magnification you would. This one, which is a rarity, has got its 2 strings adjusters. This is a rarity on the 5p. To see them both together is the chance of you getting that, I say, would be under 50%, definitely under 50%. The majority of them either one or the other, and I mean one or the other closest to. Oh, got to do the head side, haven't we? This side, it's the outer one that's faded and the inner one that's there, and you would only tell that to have it backed up by this end, because this one, for some reason, when that happens there, this gets like a blob of metal there instead. It's peculiar, very peculiar. But both of them have good detailing around the edge. It's not a very good 2013, not a very good definition of the Queen's head. Again, people moan about the magnifier, but the magnifier is the only way you can see the true coin. This one's slightly better, but not a lot. You can tell there's a corkscrew there, which is unusual, and there's something going on over there as well. From the bottom of the rim up, I would say that it's definitely a corkscrew. 2012 and 2013, I think it was, wasn't it? Was that one prior 2013? Yeah, well, 15 is that. $13. Tenpences, the old style 10p, but the smaller coin. You don't see these a lot these days. Used to get a lot of 10p's, but not now. They seem to want to be not using 10p's for some reason. I don't know what year this will be, but I shall soon tell you. That is the year 2000. Actually, very good detail. The camera doesn't do it a good service. It's very good detail. So that's one. Here's two. Again, not a lot to say about it really, unless you was going to look through the magnifier. I think the one thing you can tell is that the rim size is different on the sides of the coin. On the top and bottom it's better. So that was 2000 and this will be 1992. And again, you can see that the rim thins off here and here, and nice and bold top and bottom. But that would only be proved by looking through the magnifier. Michael Dent, his initials will be there. If I remember rightly, this is not a very good set of initials. There's not a lot you can tell from this. Let's have a look, see what year this is. Actually, the back of the head is a lot better detailed than the top. This is 2016. Oh yeah, you can smoke. I don't know what I'm looking for. You can see through the camera. That's 2016. Jodie Clark. You see, this looks like the A is faded, but it's not. It's just the way the camera is picking up the image, which is a shame. 20p pieces. Now, all three are Michael Dent. I'm going to start off with this because this is, I think it's the second time I've had this. It is in pristine condition. You wouldn't believe it, but it is. It's in pristine condition. When I saw it in my change, I couldn't believe it. I thought, wow, that's really, really nice. And it's not often I say that about 20p pieces, because when you look at the other two that I got, you'll understand why. I want to get them in line. Yeah, so this is 2022. Actually, the edge, as you turn it over, the edge, you can feel that it's like sharp. It's like when you got the reeds on a coin and it's brand new, they feel like razors. That's what they feel like. It's quite it's unreal. So this is 2022. I've got a funny feeling the other one was as well. So someone must be releasing these. Obviously, the bank must be releasing these into circulation. Absolutely brilliant coin. I must have kept that other one because I don't think I would have put that back into circulation. I'm just having a look here. No, that's a 50p piece. What's this one here? I can't tell. Oh, blimey, come on. Come on. That's it, thank you. No, I won't search for it because there's a whole pile of 20p pieces over there. But that I probably will keep. And that's where that's going to go, over there. These two, typical what you'd get, what you expect to get. Always keeping an eye on the claw. And this one is pretty faint. I will have a look with my magnifying. Yeah, it's it's off. It's off where it should be. It's all over this side. You don't really see the claw. You can see like the paw where the claws come from, but you can't actually see it. One of these has got it's this one. The right top piece of the T is very short. With these, they're like a triangle stump, and with a bar going across with one triangle each side. This one's a bit iffy. You have to take my word for that. Nothing wrong with the beading on this one. And the year on this one is 2009. Again, see, these dates ring out. Certain dates ring out. I'm just looking at her crown. I'll keep that in there for a minute because I want to know if that's the difference. So here's the other 20p. That is all present correct, and there is the claws in all their glory. 1, 2, 3. It's just slightly off, that other one. It's quite common. This usually is, well, not usually. It's common to find it vague, very, very faded out. Not as if it's not been struck properly. I just want to see if it's the same. No, it's not. That's 2015, yeah. 2015. I think that's the 2015. I think that's the third portrait. No, it's probably the fourth portrait. And that will be the third. So, there you go. Not very nice coins at all. But then the 20p's are like that, I found. I'm not a liker of them. This 50p's not much better either. Terrible state. Looks like it's been in water some time, for a considerable time. Again, the things like that 20p and this 50p that I would be looking for is the ghost reading. Yes, now there was a article in on the net a couple of days ago, or no, maybe a few more days ago than a couple of days, last week sometime, going on about 50p's, and they've been worth £1 million or something like that, something ridiculous. What they're talking about, these people in the press, they're talking about people that on eBay, just because there's a small error, they're asking the earth, they're saying they're really valuable. This bit with the bigger and smaller date, that's simply because the large 50p was larger coin than this 50p's are the small ones. So the larger date was on the bigger ones, obviously. This is the most common 50p you will find of the old style, 1997. It really is common. So I would imagine if we look through, which we will do at some point, if we look through the 50p's, I'm pretty sure you're going to find low mintage on certain dates, because it doesn't make sense why they've kept 1997 in play. You would think they would do away with the 1997, but they don't. It is the most popular date on the 50p that you'll find. But it's the ghost reading. I'll lift it up and see if we can see anything. Nah. I'd be better off doing it with my eyeglass. to tell you. Or, you know, we'd have to look really under the magnifier. And I'm just going to say, wait a minute, oh, this is going to be, no, it's not going to want to stand. I can see 2, possibly 3 there to the left, but it looks very blurred, obviously, on this camera. I'm going to hasten the guess there. There's 3, 1 to the left, 1 to the middle, 1 to the right, but probably there'll be more. But that's what I say, you've got to look at that with the magnifier to tell, you know, what's what. Now, in these transactions, someone said to me online that they got 5 new £1 coins. I couldn't believe it. I thought, how is this happening? Because I've got the new 5p, and now I've got the pound. But this, unfortunately, has been, you can tell it's been in circulation. It's a pretty sad state, but they must be coming out. I don't know what that. See the red there, and there. Whether that's, I don't know, some sort of discolourant, because it's very discoloured around here as well. But it's been knocked around. It's not a coin that I'm really happy. Although, you know, you can see the reflection, so it's not that bad. But yeah, it's and the edge as well. Yeah, you couldn't tell. You'd have to look. I'd have to look at that with the magnifying glass. I will do. I will do these once I've done this one. So yeah, my first pound coin through circulation. There's old Charlie boy. $2025. It is 2025. Now that is mine are all 2023. So that is really 2025 is a find. But this has been in circulation for some time. It's got bangs and knocks all over the show. But actually, as it's a 2025, I'd be quite happy to keep that. You know, it is this year's coin. There's obviously marks across it. The date, I don't know if you can. No, you can't see it. Let's see if I can get that in a better view. No, you can't. Let's see if we can get the. Let's see if we can get the pounds. No, it's not going to do it, is it? You need that on a slant. And fingernails are not enough. No, it's not going to come in. It's too bright. Let's take the light off a bit. Oh yeah, you can. I can just see there. There's the pound sign. Now it's going out of focus because it's been mucked about with. Probably as well. Right, let's see. Because my finger that's keeping the bottom there there's actually the pound. I don't know if you saw that. Can you see the pound? No. I'll just have to keep moving my finger out of the way. But as soon as I move my finger out of the way, the light hits the coin with ferociousness. There is the one there. You can see the one. But it is hard trying to get that. Let's see if I can do it this way. Oh, my fingers. So my fingers are so numb. What have I done with my glove? But I don't think that's going to be any better. My glove's gone missing. Let's see if we can do it holding it that way, so you no, it's just going to keep going in and out of focus. That's what it's done, exactly what it's done. It's a shame. But like I say, it's all about light, this malarkey. And you've got to catch it just at the right time. You've really got to be looking and catch it at the right time. See, I bought these in the hope that would do that. But of course, there's no light now being shown on it. So you need the light being shown from this angle. And it's not enough. But I was going to hope that would be the way to conquer that with these security marks. Oh dear. Something's gone down my blooming throat. Yeah. Of course, it would be upside down now, so it'd even be even worse to try and do. But it's very rare to be able to do this on camera. But I'm surprised it's not doing it when you tilt it from... Oh, there's the pound sign. Hang on, let's see if we can get that back. There. Looks like an E. And that's the thing, you've got to have that right tilt. And then the one is done the other way. And I just can't control the... And of course that's that, yeah, no, what's wrong there is that as soon as I try turning it this way, I'm cutting the light out. So you're not going to see it. You really need the light to be down. But even that won't help me because my camera is overhanging, so it's going to block the light out anyway. But, hang on a minute, I'll go and get something to drink because I don't know what... Something's gone down my throat. It's probably come off of that glove. I don't know what I've done with it. I really don't know what I've done with that glove. Because the pair of them were up here. Anyway, so it's really quite hard. These are the normal wear marks of strike. This here. That's what would cause a washout on the 10p's and 5p's. Why it's only the nickel part that gets it, I don't understand. You do get it on the coppers, but there are certain years, mind you, saying that there's certain years with the silver coins, the nickel coins. But yeah, it's pretty sad that, you know, it's not possible to show you. You know, from looking down through the camera, I can see it, but it's so vague, it's unreal. And in trying to do it with your own eye, it's just as vague. But there's the bees in all its glory. And it's really sort of pretty bad on this side. This side's really seen the damage. But, you know, for 2025, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. This is what the rim is supposed to do, is to protect this from happening. But there you go. That's the way it is. So although it's a novelty having a new coin, like I say, I don't know what that red is on there. Really hard to say. And then there's your reeds, and there's your blanks, which we know also carry reeds. It's a shame that I can't focus that in. All the other pounds are, as you can see, I've got a load of them. 2017, dirty, bulk standard, really. See, now there's red coming up on here. Is that my... Oh, what that is? It's causing that. Something's causing it to go red. So that 25p, that pound coin might not be so bad. I'll have to do it for the magnifier. There's a couple of these that could be fake. I did have a look. But see, you can't even... Oh, it's because I've got a glove on. Pardon me. It's because you can't see a lot. But the little leaves of the shamrock, some of these are really bad. This is quite close. The branch is quite close to the outer coin, and that's what makes these come down, if you like. The strike is dominated by the inner coin. That's about the best way I can put it. So if that hasn't set properly in the strike and it's towards this end, the top end of that will come down. It's the same, exactly the same as the £2 Britannias. I've been through that before anyway, so I'm not going through it again. But it's exactly the same principle. I would really love to see these struck. I really would. Like I say, if I ever win the lottery, I'll go down to Wales and put myself in. Now I can't pick them up at all because I've got gloves on. See, and there's a dirty mark on this side as well, and on the obverse side there's dirt on it. Can you see the pound? Can you see it? The curve in the middle and then coming out here. It's like an E, but just very. I don't know how to explain it. I think you know what a pound sign is. It's not like the Americans. Use the hash key as the pound key, which I think is, I don't know how they come to that, but it is explained if you look it up on the net how that came about for them. So that's 2017. (2016). It's funny because I was looking at the sixes on them. Oh, come on. No, you can't see anything on there. It's strange. And where it's picking all these colours up from, I do not know. I thought it might have been my jacket because there's a little badge on there, but it's not. It's coming off the screen, I believe. And there's nothing on the screen that's red. It's all blue and white and yellow. So I don't know why that's happening. It's not my skin. So that's that. These 16s should be all in a row. Yeah, there's another one on it in a row. Of course, the other thing I never looked at, because you can only see it with a magnifier, this prong, if it rises onto the outer coin, the neck, the trunk of the neck moves upwards. Another useless fact for you. I did see the one then. But it is so finicky. It really is. That's 16. Is this a 16? No, that's 2020. But none of these, there was none of these that was outstanding. But, you know, like I say, most of it would need to be done under magnifying. Yeah, see, this is close. This branch is close to the outer coin. You can tell because you can tell that leaf should not run along the edge. That leaf should run up. And that's really tiny. Everything else about it though is okay. It's really weird how this happens. How can one part of the coin be the same if it's being struck at the bottom wrong and it's bringing down the top? So how can it be different on the sides? It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense at all. So it's 2020. What year is this? 2017. Again, not a lot to say. Yeah, I think you can just, can you see that there? If I take the pen away, you can see like a dark bit on the gold bit. That's where this is sitting correct. It's sitting correct, but that is just touching the bottom. You see it a heck of a lot. You really do see it a heck of a lot. 2016. And there's that do you know what? As soon as I lifted my hand, there's the pound symbol. But it goes away. there. No, it's not going to do it. I can keep waving my hand about. You know, you just got to be looking, and for you to do it, it's going to be really harder because I can't see what's going on with the coin. When I look through this, it might be giving a better picture than what I think. Yeah, this is poor. This one's really poor. There's hardly any leaf up here at all. Again, you can see that is not going up. That's running along the edge. That's tiny when it should be longer. It's all junk. It's all junk. Nothing to be proud of. You know, it's just crud metal being shoved through the system. I'm afraid to say. And yeah, so that coin, that camera was focusing in and out by itself then. But see, you can't see much definition. It's at 2021. See, I would have thought with releasing these later dates that they would start taking back the early ones, like the 16s and 17s, which were heavily faked. Those 2 years were heavily faked. So whether that just means they're just going to release a handful, like the 25s, it's pretty rare to see. Um, 25. It's rare to see anything sort of above 20, really. But again, even though the Shamrock's got bigger leaves, that's running along the edge, and it shouldn't run along the edge, it should go up, because that then allows that to come up. There's hardly anything there. It's funny, one of these is really huge, and I don't understand why it should be. But I expect this is all to do with why the £1 sometimes is right close to the edge, and sometimes not. Same as this branch is closer to the edge. So that's those pound coins done. But the pound coins do show how they protect the inner part of the coin. I suppose it's because it's smaller. Now these two coins, I'm sure I put back into the system not so long ago, because they look exactly the same as this here. You can't, well, you might be able to see it. There's like little marks. Well, that I had one coin, £2. It had skidded awfully, really skidded, and you can just see it up here as well. This is very fine compared to the one I had, and you could see that as that coin had sat in the press, that it must have wobbled as it was being struck. Both these coins look odd, but this is the 1998, and you can see quite clearly the film rolls, as I call them. So there's nothing wrong with that. That's not a fake at all. And one of these does the most extraordinary thing. I've never seen it before. You can see all the beading where it goes off and comes back and so forth. Well, one of these, I hope it does show it. Yeah, it might be this one, actually. Let's see if I can... No, it's not that side. No. Just trying to see if it is this. No, it's not. It's not this side. It must be the other coin. Obviously, the inscription. I'd need to be able to focus that in. I don't want to keep mucking about with the focusing these in and out. Although it's doing a good job there by itself. That's off centre. That's off centre to the top. That's because it's skidded. That's why that's happened on this coin. Why it's gone up and down. It's because it's skidded. So at whatever point they strike these, that's my reasoning for why it goes up and down.